So what you may or may not know about me is that I spent over 20 years in the security industry, and I used to be a bodyguard. I've protected lives and I've saved lives. And through my job in 2014 I became a Samaritan, helping prevent suicides as they happened on the railways. Now, never did I realise for one moment that I would need to use all my training so close to home. I saved my daughter's life following a really near successful suicide attempt, and as if that pain wasn't enough, in the years which followed I had to push my pain aside so that I could be there and be present with her in her pain and her suffering. It took every single resource that I had. And I tell you, from that first day of hearing that thud and waking up, that first suicide attempt, to this, where we sit 14 years later, as a parent, the heartache and grief that you feel never fails to knock you off your feet. Every time the phone rings, it's like you just thinking, is this going to be the call? Always scared to turn your phone off, and always being there 24/7, just gotta be there, gotta be there. And the shame that I felt being a parent and saving so many lives but not being there for my own daughter, the guilt from not being able to protect her, incredible. As a single mum, I'd wanted to provide, to protect, to nurture, to give her all the best things in life that I hadn't had. And somehow, by working and doing what I thought was the right thing to do, I felt that I'd failed her. So I kept it to myself, and I did what I could do to stay strong and just try and be there and help her through it. The pain, the shame and the guilt pushed me into studying, to learning, to growing, so that I could help my daughter. And I learned the damage firsthand by staying silent and not getting any help for myself. I just wanted to help everyone else, you see. And I wanted to help as time went by, and I come across other parents, and I thought, it's not just me that felt so alone in this. And I wanted to do something to help other parents, to help other children, and I started listening to other children and other parents and supporting them so that we didn't have to go through it alone. And my daughter to date has been my biggest teacher. She has been my life's inspiration, and way beyond myself. Like, I just want to help her, and that led to me helping other people and realising that as much as I can show up for her, there is so much more that I can do in this world. There is so much that my journey has enabled me to learn from. There's so many tools, resources that I've had to tune into to be able to really, really serve. And also recovering from all what we have gone through together and apart, and our own separate journeys. I really wanted to provide a place where people can access the help they need so that they don't end up feeling suicidal, so they don't feel hopeless. And believe me, it can drive you to wanting to commit suicide, being a mum or being a dad of a child who's going through so much because you feel so hopeless, so stuck, so confused. It's a really challenging time. So here it's my dream to build a place, to build not just here but an online global community where we're helping each other, where we can connect, where I can meet people as they are in the moment and teach them the skills to raise their resilience, to reduce the recovery time, so people can feel seen and feel heard and know that they really, really matter. Because no one should be alone in the suffering.